When, in the course of human events, a population finds it necessary to dissolve a political establishment that has grown out of control and threatens essential liberties,
and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among a population, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles, and organizing its powers in such form, as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed.
But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security.
Such has been the patient sufferance of these collection of states, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present American president is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations,
all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world.
There's a significant gap in enthusiasm right now between the people who are fired up in support of what Trump is doing and the people who are really fired up against him and also ready to go out into the streets to say so. The question is, what's the best strategy for this opposition movement going forward? Is there something that we can learn from other countries or from our own history that can help?
He has refused his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good.
He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, for that purpose obstructing the laws for naturalization of foreigners, refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither.
He has threatened our friends and our neighbors with forceful annexation and creating hostility where once was peace, tranquility, and cooperation.
He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers.
He has attempted to make judges dependent on his will alone for the tenure of their offices.
He has erected an illegal and unsanctioned new office and agency outside the bounds of his office and without the consent and advisement of Congress, and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance.
He has affected to render the military and the Department of Homeland Security independent of and superior to the civil power.
For cutting off our trade to all parts of the world.
For imposing taxes on us in the form of tariffs without our consent.
For depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury.
For transporting us beyond seas to be imprisoned without due process or constitutional protection for pretended offenses.
He has excited domestic insurrections amongst us, directing the anger of the insurrectionist at our temples of democracy and upon civil law enforcement.
In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury.
There is a better America out there. There is a better America underneath. There is a better America that we can see. There is a better America that we can make. History is in our hands.
A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. We, therefore, the under and unrepresented citizens of the United States of America, whose elected Congress refuses to act in defense of the Constitution and public good, appealing to the supreme judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by authority of the good people of these states, solemnly publish and declare that these United States are, and of right, ought to be free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the Trump regime and his unlawful and illegitimate administration, and that all political connection between them and the current president is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states, they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do.